Very tough. I couldn't accept it, but I never got used to that.
Thomas Collias says he can relate to the nearly 5,000 people across Vancouver identified in the 2023 Greater Vancouver homeless count. This year, it looked at 11 communities and found a 32% increase in people experiencing homelessness compared to the previous count in 2020. Now, in the report, it says this year 4,821 unhoused individuals were identified on March 7th and 8th, compared to 3,634 in the count that took place right before the pandemic in March 2020. The Homelessness Services Association of BC says this is the largest increase between consecutive counts since they began 18 years ago. When it comes to why more people are unhoused, the nationwide housing crisis is a big factor.
Affordability, the available housing stock. Those are things that I think we're seeing to a certain degree across the country, and especially in metropolitan areas where there's a lot of services and supports that a lot of folks would look to access.
Nicole Mucci at Union Gospel Mission says there's been an increase in unhoused seniors who have come through their doors, like Kolias, originally from Greece. He's now transitioned to social housing, but spent many years living on the streets after an accident that left him hospitalized for 3.5 months.
It was cold, rain, and snow, it wasn't pleasant, and I don't, see anybody going through the thing I did.
The 2023 homeless count shows 33% of those experiencing homelessness are Indigenous.
It's still a third. It's still an overrepresentation. It still means that Indigenous people are 13 to 14 times as likely to find themselves homeless as non-Indigenous folks.
The study also suggests people are living unhoused for longer. 69% had been unhoused for more than a year, compared to 45% in the last count. 71% of unhoused respondents who shared they had a health concern said it had to do with addiction.
Those struggles of addiction and homelessness, they aren't always totally intertwined, but when they are, it makes it a lot more difficult for a person to seek treatment or to be housed.
More than 650 volunteers helped with the count this year. Those involved in the data collection say they know it's an undercount, just a small snapshot of those experiencing homelessness. In Vancouver, Kate Walker, City News.